Hello everybody, welcome back to Hollywood Sports. Thanks for clicking on this video, guys. Thank you very much for checking out this video. But I had a lot of requests lately about my sliders for NCAA 14. But I got the updated roster, guys, so it's NCAA 16. But what I wanted to say is that I did a slider set video back in June, but I've got some changes on here. So instead of me talking about just the changes I've made, I'm just going to do a complete new video. Again, I hope you guys try it. Now I want you to try these sliders for at least 5 games. 5 games, guys, because every game is going to be different with these sliders. And I'll explain them more in detail. Now my slider set is on varsity. Now let me tell you something. If you go All-American, you can go All-American, okay? The game plays better on varsity with these sliders, but I know a lot of people like more of a challenge. But you will get a good challenge, guys. I got it as high as a challenge as I could without the CPU cheating. I mean, I've done replays. I've looked at plays after they played. I've seen them, guys, at certain levels. The computer will cheat you a little bit on All-American, but it still works on All-American. You still get some good gameplay. But if you really want real gameplay where the CPU doesn't cheat you, guys, that's the one thing about sliders. The CPU will cheat you. The higher the difficulty level is because it's their way of translating difficulty. Okay, to make it harder for you, the computer cheats just a little bit to gain an advantage. So varsity is pretty much good, and you can also do it on freshman depending on your skill level. But mine's on varsity. Defensive skill is varsity. Boom, boom. Let me get my voice so I can sync it up with my video. Okay. Again, defensive skill is varsity. Now, sometimes you can switch those. You can put maybe your offense, maybe not good as on offense. You can go to freshman, and maybe it's not as good as on defense. You can go to freshman. If you want your defense to play harder, you can put it on All-American. Okay. But yeah. Varsity is where I play, guys. Varsity is where I play. Injuries on, fatigue on, quarter length, whatever you want. I put them on 4 minutes because I don't chop my videos up, and I want good solid gameplay. I just don't want to chop it up, guys. I just don't want to chop it up. I just want real authentic gameplay. So I just play 4 minutes a quarter. It's pretty good length. Play clock on. Again, all these are preference, guys. Whatever you want them to be. Coaching tips, I got all. If you want coaching tips, put them on. Game speed, I got normal. Now let me tell you something, guys. The gameplay is even better on slow because the animations take time to develop. Nothing is going so fast. The game can take its time and do what it needs to do without trying to rush into it. You get better animations. But it's just slow. It's just a little too slow. You want that snap. You want excitement. You want movement. You want hitting. Slow to me, it just doesn't feel right. So I just put it on normal, guys. Player minimum speed threshold is on 0. Now a lot of people really don't understand this part. This what really makes the ratings work in the game. The player ratings. This is what really. Let me read it out to you guys. Raises or lowers the minimum actual in-game speed for players. A low setting will create the greatest speed difference between the slowest player and the fastest player in the game. A higher setting will narrow the disparity between slow and fast players. So it's going to lower it the higher this speed threshold goes. So it's on 0. So the ratings of your players, their speed ratings, will actually make a difference in the game between the fastest player, the medium fastest player, and the slowest players, which is more realistic. It's based on their speed. So the player minimum speed threshold is 0. That way more of your ratings, your speed ratings of the players come out. Okay, so if you have a really fast wide receiver, you want to be able to take advantage of his speed, right? Or you might have a fast running back, or you might have a fast linebacker that's good in coverage. You want those attributes of those players to come out. So put your player minimum speed threshold on 0. Okay. And one thing about sliders, guys, sliders take over your players. Sliders take over your players, and again, I'll talk about that in a second. Home field advantage, if you want it on, off. Again, all these kind of things is basically how you want to design or customize your game. But the most important part, guys, is this minimum speed threshold, and everything else is, you know, don't go above All-American on your user versus user skill. All right, don't go above All-American right here. Whoops. Freshman, varsity, or All-American. Don't go to Heisman. You would definitely get cheated. But the best setting is varsity, guys. Again, a lot of people try to go to the highest level as possible, but I think with my sliders, guys, you will get a challenge. And it's because of the player minimum threshold, you will get your challenge. The player ratings will come out. All right, let's go to game rules. Now, as far as these penalties goes, guys, a lot of people don't understand the definition. Again, let me read it to you. It sets the frequency at which the CPU control players will commit an offsides penalty. The higher the percentage, the more likely the penalty will be called. Now, when I set them all at 50, the default, hardly no penalties called, guys. I've been doing videos on NCAA football and no penalties are called. So that's why I got them all on 51. Offsides 51. False starts 51. Holding 51. Now the thing is, on these penalties, guys, all at 51, some games they're going to call it perfectly. If you do a replay, you can say, oh man, he was holding. Oh, he did jump off sides. And sometimes it may seem like they're calling too many penalties, but it's set, guys. Because it's at 50, they call no penalties. It's no penalties called at 50. So leave them at 51. Okay, now let's get into the sliders sets itself as far as gameplay. Now, quarterback accuracy, leave at 50. A lot of people like to lower the quarterback accuracy to make it tougher to throw against the CPU. But the game, again, doesn't respond that way, guys. It just doesn't. So leave it at 50, because if you lower it down, you're going to get frustrated and say, oh, stupid game. So leave it at 50. Okay. Pass blocking, I put it at 10. Now, I tried all these sliders out at 0 because I want their player ratings to play out instead of the slider. The slider takes over your game, guys. So if the lower you can get your slider, the better. And 10 is the best place for it. Anything lower than 10, you don't get any good pass blocking. Okay? Pass blocking at 10, your player ratings come out as far as their pass block rating. Okay? Leave it at 10, guys. The game will balance out. Every team's different because every team has different ratings. You want to leave it the same. Wide receiver catching, I put it at 95. You might say, Hollywood, why is it so high at 95? Because, guys, there's a lot of unexplained drop passes. Of course, realistically, guys drop passes, right? But they don't drop. If you throw 10 passes, if you leave it at default, you're probably going to drop 5 or 6. That's just too many. Too many. At the best point, 4. 4 drops out of 10 is too much for me. So I put it at 95. 95, guys. Just play. Before you make adjustments, play at least 5 games, okay? It balances out. Running back ability, I put 50. I tried to put it at 0 and let the player ratings work out, guys, but it just doesn't work. The way they built this game, it doesn't work. So leave your running back ability at 50. Run blocking. Now, I could put run blocking on 0 and everybody, it blocked just fine. I put it at 50, let them run block. I put it at 20. I kept going down. When I got to 0, they still had great run blocking. Okay, so 0 works good when the slider's at 0, because sliders take over the game, guys. They dictate what happens in the game. It's like predetermined stuff. But if you put it at 0, their pass blocking is only relied on their pass blocking, their run blocking rating. Run blocking ratings of every player is going to be different, okay? So that works great at 0. Pass coverage. 65 is a good challenge where the CPU doesn't cheat you. Anything higher than 65, guys, they would warp and jump over your routes to get to those passes. Their pass coverage will cheat you if you go above 65. If you don't believe me, test it. Okay, 65 is where you will get a really hard coverage to throw in, but they won't cheat you. It's about foot planting. When you see their feet starting to slide, that means they're trying to get in position to beat you. Because it's all about difficulty. The game has to figure out a way to beat you, right? Interceptions, 95, because the same thing as wide receiver catching, they're going to drop a lot of interceptions. So put it at 95. If you want a challenge, put it at 95, guys. Okay, rush defense also works great at 0. Rush defense works great at 0. It totally relies on their rating and not the slider. Because if you raise that slider up, the rush defense gets better. Right? But it even works at 0, guys. So it's totally only relying on their pass rush defensive rating. Tackling, leave it at 50%. All these field goals, accuracy, punt. But again, put them where you want them. But you guys want to know what my slider set is? Here it is. 50%. Field goals, even tackle, leave it at 50%. Because if you go above 50, they're going to start warping and making crazy tackles, right? So leave it at default 50. Anything below 50, nobody's going to be tackling good, okay? I've done it, guys. I've tested it, okay? All right, now let's go to CPU. Quarterback accuracy, 50. Pass blocking, 10. Wide receiver catching, 95. Everything is pretty much the same, I think. I don't remember. Yeah, 95. Running back ability is 50. Now, I think the running back ability on the user was what? Yeah, it's still 50. Okay, I got it. Okay, that's right. Okay, running back ability, 50. Run blocking, 0. Pass coverage, 65. Yeah, 65 for pass coverage. Now, I made a mistake, guys. 50 is the default for pass coverage for the user. I hope you're not getting confused now. Play the video over. Pass coverage is 50 for the user and 65 for the CPU. Pass coverage. Interceptions, 95. Rush. Defense, 0. Because it's relying totally on the rating, guys. Tackling, 50. And again, all these are 50. So it's pretty much the same. Okay. Now, again, these are pretty much optional. You know, your standard camera, normal, whatever camera you want to use. Reaction times on. Set reaction time to be on while player road to glory or Heisman challenge. Okay. So guys, we're not doing a Heisman challenge or whatever. This is mostly road to glory, really. Yeah, guys, these are the sliders, guys. These are the sliders. Okay. It's that simple, guys. But your player minimum threshold is the most important slider of them all. It separates the differential between player speed. All right, guys. I don't think I missed anything. I think I got everything. Penalties all at 51. I think I got everything, guys. But the gameplay is great. You're gonna love it. Give me some feedback on what you guys are experiencing in the comment section. Again, play at least 5 games with these sliders before you start making adjustments. I mean, you can do whatever you want, really, but I'm just letting you know, guys, you're going to get a good, different type of play versus what team you play. Usually when everything's on 50% default, every team plays exactly the same. All right? I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. Again, guys, all I want is feedback, because obviously these sliders aren't going to be perfect. I mean, I tested them, but guys, it's going to give you good gameplay, and that's really what you want. It's going to give you a challenge, and that's really what you want. And as always, until next time, everybody, thanks for watching.